Hi guys, welcome back to All Things Wholesome. This is a channel where we discuss all things that teaches about money skills. So in today's video, we are going to be doing part 2 of tax-free savings accounts video. And before I do that, I just want to quickly go through part 1 of the video. And without me wasting your time, let me quickly check my notes and then we go through part 1 of the video. It's a small recap and then we can start on part 2 of this video. So I have my notes here. So firstly, what did we discuss on part 1 of the video? We discussed what tax-free savings accounts are, and also we did talk about contribution limits, because there are limits to these accounts, and we had talked about withdrawals as well as the types of investments that are allowed in a tax-free savings account. And lastly, I did talk about how to open a tax-free savings account in South Africa. So those are the things that we talked about on part 1 of the video. And now we are going to do part 2 of this video, of which is going to include strategies to maximize your tax-free savings accounts. And we're also going to discuss mistakes that people make when they have this tax-free savings accounts. And also the last thing that we are going to talk about is what to look out for whenever you are choosing this tax-free savings accounts providers. So yeah, let's get straight to the video. Now we are going to be discussing strategies for maximizing the tax-free savings account, and I have my number 1 as making sure that you maximize your contributions. So what I mean by this is that you need to make sure that you contribute 36,000 annually. This is to make sure that you take full advantage of the tax benefits that comes with this account, and also to make sure that you minimize the years that you are going to be contributing towards this tax-free savings account. If ever you contribute 36,000 annually, you're only going to need 14 years to reach your 500,000 lifetime contribution limit. Let's look at how things will be if you're not contributing the 36,000 contribution limit. Let's say maybe you contribute 1,000 every month to your tax-free savings account. At 1,000 in a year, it's going to give you 12,000. So it will take you longer to get to the 500,000 lifetime contribution limit. So let's see, it's going to take you 42 years to reach the 500,000 K lifetime contribution limit if ever you contribute 1,000 a month to this tax-free savings account. So I hope now you see and understand how this works. So number 2 is to make sure that you start early, as we all know that investing needs time. The compound interest will only grow over time. So the sooner you start, the more time you give your money to grow. So make sure that you start early. If you don't have your tax-free savings account and you have some money to invest, please make sure that you start today, if not tomorrow, or whenever, but as soon as possible, so that you can give your money a chance to grow. So you need to just take advantage of these accounts, take advantage of time, and take advantage of the fact that you don't have to pay any taxes for the returns that you're going to get from these investments. Number 3, you need to invest long term. So while we know that you can withdraw anytime from your tax-free savings account, it is best to treat it as a long-term investment. This is to make sure that you have significant growth because this is where your dividends, your capital gains, and your compound interest will not be taxed. So your money is going to grow faster, especially if you give it more time, because you're going to end up with more money. Number 4, you need to reinvest your earnings. This is the reason why we all invest. I mean, investing is for growing your money, so you cannot be using your earnings. You need to reinvest them. So if you are getting dividends, you need to reinvest them so that you can make more money out of that money. Imagine if you are investing and you are using your earnings, then what are you doing? It's not even investing. It's not even called investing. So whenever you have a tax-free savings account, make sure that you reinvest, especially now that you are going to be using it for a long-term investment. This is the reason why we invest. So you cannot be investing and then chowing your earnings. That's a no-no. So those are the ways to maximize your tax-free savings account so that you get more out of these accounts. Now we are going to discuss the common mistakes that people make whenever they have this tax-free savings account. Number one mistake that people make is to contribute too much. You need to be mindful of the contribution limits, as I did mention, and I'm going to write them down here on this video again. We have a lifetime of 500,000 contribution limit, and then we have 36,000 for annual contribution limits. So you need to make sure that you do not exceed this, as you know that whatever amount that you exceed on, it is going to be taxed 40%. Platforms like Easy Equities makes it easy for you to not exceed your contribution because it's not even going to be possible. They don't allow you to exceed 36,000. So if ever you contributed 37,000, they're not gonna allow the extra 1,000 on that accounts. So you see, they made things easier for you. So you need to make sure that you are informed about these contribution limits and make sure that you have the latest information, because we know rules and regulations change over time. So make sure that you are up to date with your limit contributions. Number two, you need to avoid withdrawing too soon. So as you know that once you withdraw from your tax-free savings account, that money you cannot replace it. So here it's just like whenever you withdraw, you are stealing from your future. You are stealing from your investments. So just take it like that. As I did mention earlier, that you need to treat this investment as your long term. Do not withdraw at all from this account. Make sure that you have your emergency fund ready for whatever emergencies that you might have, and just leave this money to grow on its own, because it's not like you can replace it. Whatever amounts that you do not have, you don't have, and you can't get compound interest for that amount that is not there. Number three is ignoring high fees. So as we know that different FSPs have different fees for these accounts, so you need to shop around and compare these fees, because we know that fees can actually erode your investment returns. So you might make a lot of money, but then if you have high fees, then you need to share your money with those with that service provider, of which it's not nice. So you need to just compare prices, shop around, don't be in a rush to choose an FSP. Compare all prices and see which one has the lowest prices, and just go for that one, because the aim here is to have more money for yourself. So now that I've talked about fees, I should probably give you tips on how to choose tax-free savings providers. And firstly, we are going to discuss fees. As I've mentioned, make sure that you shop around for the lowest fees, because you do not want to share your money with the providers. Check for management fees, platform fees, and other charges that the provider might have. Number two, you need to check for investment options, because some of the tax-free savings accounts are geared towards savings. So obviously that's less risk, where you can just save your money, you put it as a fixed deposit. Obviously that's safer, that's low risk. And other tax-free accounts comes with more risk, because they include ETFs, where we know that these investments comes with more risk than saving. So you need to check what type of tax-free savings account you want. Do you want to be more on saving or more on more investing? As I've mentioned, that if you buy ETFs, you are investing because you are buying portions of companies and other things. Number three, you need to check if there is minimum investment amounts that you need to pay, because some providers may require a small amount to open the account, and other providers may not require that. So also you need to check that and also compare that price with different providers, if you need a minimum amount to open that account, or if you don't. So it's up to you what you are going to want. I wouldn't personally want to pay for opening that account, so but we are different. you know what you prefer, you know what type of investment you're looking for, you know your risk tolerant. And yeah, this is crucial to decide where you want to open your tax-free savings account. So this is it for part 2 of this video. Thank you so much for watching this far. I hope this video is going to help you choose wisely and to make sure that you choose your providers. You choose providers that are going to be good for your investments, and also to make sure that you avoid the mistakes that most people make, and to maximize your returns with your tax-free savings account. So see you on part 3 of tax-free savings accounts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to comment below if you have any questions for me. Thank you for allowing me in your space and lending me your ear. Always remember that I love you so much. Have a blessed and productive day. Bye.